Hello, my name is David.
Nice to meet you, David. Coach Wilson, Athletic Director.
Oh, how long have you been an athletic director here at Armio?
This is my first year.
First year?
Yep. Coach Powell decided to leave and had another job offer. I put my name in the hat, did the interview process, and lucky or unlucky, however you look at it now in this world of COVID, I'm in. So it's been fun.
All right. Can you give us a rundown of how your first year has been?
Well, with school shut down, COVID, I was really hoping we'd be back to school in August when we first started this year. Obviously, that didn't happen, and it's been a whirlwind. 1 minute, football's conditioning, cross country's going, everything's looking really good, and then we had the state shut down, where you couldn't leave your house, can't go outside.
Yeah.
So there's little peaks of disappointment and then peaks of excitement, and it's been a roller coaster, but where we're at right now, teams are playing, they're practicing, and there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, what is the current status of sports here at Armio?
Now we have what's called our Group A season. In a typical school year, we have 3 seasons. You have your fall, your winter, and your spring. Unfortunately, and because of COVID, we had to take all those 3 seasons and put them into one big season. So our Group A sports are finishing right now. They got like 2 weeks left to play. You have boys golf, girls tennis, and cross country. Teams that started practice this week: baseball, softball, track and field. We're hoping badminton, volleyball start up next week. Football finally got that green light to play. So it's exciting watching some of their practice last night. They have full pads on. They're scrimmaging, hitting guys. It's exciting. They have their first game on March 19th. And then starting on August 12th, official state of practice for soccer, basketball, water polo, and wrestling. So we're going, man. It's going.
Tell us a little bit about this year's sports calendar.
Every sport has a 5-week window of play. You have 2 weeks of practice to get ready for your games, and we have 5 weeks of competition. And unfortunately, our league had to decide to do that, so our multi-sport athletes have a chance to play as many sports as they can, because unfortunately right now, we're limited with county health guidelines to let them play 2 high school sports at one time.
All right. Well, what are some COVID precautionary measures that athletes and coaches should take during practice?
For every practice, kids and coaches do a COVID checklist, so if they have any type of symptoms, and we also take their temperature before they come in. Football actually just started, so they could get their season in. Everyone last week, coaches and players, were actually COVID tested on site, but hopefully we now just hit red as of today, Tuesday, so we won't have to do that anymore. But they're still going to do the COVID checklist. Every team has hand sanitizer, and they'll do the temperature checks before practice, before a game, before you get on a bus to travel anywhere, so we keep track of everything.
All right. How do coaches manage to keep this athletes dedicated despite the COVID restrictions?
Man, our coaches they're phenomenal. I have girls soccer. They're doing virtual workouts, keeping their kids involved and excited about the season. All of our coaches keep reaching out to kids like, hey, don't give up, we're gonna have a season, as soon as everyone starts to have that negative mentality, then it's a wash. And from day one, I'm like, we're not gonna say if, we're saying when we start, when this happens, this is what we're doing. And you have to keep a positive mindset and just speak things into existence, basically. So our coaches are doing a great job keeping kids involved, communicating with them, and hopefully they'll still come out.
All right. Well, other sports will have a short playtime or no?
Yes. Basically, every single sport will. So you only get the 5 weeks of competition. For example, baseball and softball, we normally have 15 league games. We are now cut down to 10 league games. Overall contacts with our games is 28. That's been completely taken off the board. And it's kind of disappointing as a softball coach. I'm like, hey, we didn't play last year. Like, where's my games? I want my kids to play. But at the end of the day, as an athletic director, I have to do what's best for all of our athletes. And it was our league's decision. We all agreed on, like, yeah, we're going cut baseball, softball to 10 games. So pretty much everybody has 10 games or 10 golf matches, 10 tennis matches, and you're at 5 weeks of competition. You can throw in a scrimmage here or there if you want, and hopefully some outside competition, but it's short 5 weeks to do it, probably not gonna happen.
What does this mean to us seniors who are looking for a sports career and are trying to get a sports scholarship to play at a college level?
The seniors, you gotta play. You know, keep your grades up, try not, to have that negative mindset, and keep that, you have a goal at the end of the day. And your day may suck right now, and a lot of our days suck right now. But if you keep that positive mindset of like, okay, what can I do today to make me better for tomorrow? They're gonna be fine. One thing is being athletic director, and I used to coach college. So I've kept in contact with all of my college coaches that I've known. I keep in contact with all of the local JCs, even in the Bay Area, in the Sacramento area. I know those athletic directors. So if a kid wants to play, there's ways to play. But the first step to that is your grades.
Yeah. What is the difference of this school year's athletic compared to the last year's in terms of performance?
We really won't know that until we're all said and done. Unfortunately, we do have a lot of families that have opted out because they're obviously nervous and the risk of COVID. Maybe their athlete won't get it, but it's the fact of they could take it home to other family members who may be at risk. So we don't have the numbers that we normally do have for any of our teams yet. I'm hoping as we move further along that the last Group C sports, basketball, soccer, we'll have some high numbers there. But that's the main thing I see right now is just we're low on numbers.
Well, if a student is interested in participating in sports this season, what do they need to do to be eligible and start participating?
First, they need to pay attention to their student email. I send out emails, all the coaches send out emails, and what we did this year is we literally made a slide presentation that breaks down the athletic clearance process step by step. So all they have to do is look at that, there's links in there, click a link, enter your information, and just follow it step by step. They won't have any problems. One issue we're running into, some of our first athletes, is doctor's offices, hospitals. If you wanted a sports physical, because of COVID, they're like, no, you're not coming in. So what a lot of them are doing, and they're having trouble getting that, if they had a sports physical last year, their doctor's doing it in like a Zoom format and talking to them and filling out paperwork and sending it in. So the main thing is get cleared, get your physical, get your athletic clearance profile filled out, and just, if you have questions, reach out to me, email me. If you know the coach and they're on campus, email them. Go to Armio's website, scroll down under student resources, there's an athletic tab, has a little basketball picture on it. Click that, it'll take them directly to our athletic website, and all the information is right there for them.
Are there other individuals you would work closely with the school?
Yeah, Mr. Brzezinski, he's been very helpful getting the athletics going, basically not just here Armio, but our whole district. Him and Ms. Smith go to athletic meetings, and during the meeting he'll send me a message, hey, they said this, and I'm like, no, ask this. So there's been a lot of hard work on both of our parts, and a lot of long nights, and on the phone 9, 10 o'clock, okay, what did they say here, what did they say here, what about this? We're doing the best for all of our students to get them out on the field. But it's been a long, hard process, but it better by every day looking better.
What is the role of social media in an athletic program?
Well, now that's pretty much all we have. Most of our coaches, they have Google Classrooms, talking to kids, doing workouts. The only means of communication we have right now is email with you guys. We do have the athletic website. We do have a Twitter page. Softball itself, we have our own website. I think soccer made one as well, girls soccer. So really, it would be nice to see coaches use Instagram that they have on their own, all these little ways to communicate with kids. And it'd be great if we could have, as we get going here soon, and hopefully, you guys come back to campus April 12th, we can get some video shots and get some pictures and put it up on the website. Have Armio Athletics Instagram page, and you know that students can help run and manage would be awesome. You know, that's what you guys look at all the time. You know, I mean, I'll ask my players. I'm like, did you get my email, the Google Classroom, the date? Oh, I didn't get the email. And I'm like, yeah, but I know you saw my story on Instagram. Like, where were you? So, and they're like, oh yeah, I saw that. So that's it's going to be huge. I can see social media, whether you like it or don't. That's what you guys look at. So that's what we're going to have to start using more of, and getting you guys involved to help run it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Ms. Wilson.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Very appreciate it.
All right. So hopefully everything goes back to normal. No COVID.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, it's the small victories. I'm excited. The teams are out here right now. All I can say is, you know, any student that wants to come out and participate, regardless if you've never played that sport or not, like, come out. You know, if you want to, you know, just get out the house, right? We've been bored. If you've been bored in the house, which we all have been, use this opportunity to get out of the house, meet some new friends, get some fresh air, and you might pick up something new and you might love a sport, all right?
Yeah.
So that's only suggestion to every student we have is get out the house.
All right. Can you give us a Go Royals to the people who are watching?
Go Royals!